Welcome to the Pattern Recognizer. Most people are running programs they never chose. Patterns inherited, programmed, and unconsciously repeated. Today we expose one of those patterns, see exactly how it works, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Cold open. You get a raise and your spending tightens instead of expanding. You decide to start a project, and by chapter 2 the duct tape of habit has already sealed the edges. You know what you want, and yet something unseen keeps rearranging your choices so nothing really changes. That feeling, trying hard and staying small, is not moral failure. It's geometry. Here's the promise. I name the pattern, the Locked Dodecahedron, and I give you a 4-minute daily edge opening you can do every morning. Try it 7 days in a row and you will notice measurable movement, a different choice, a new conversation, a small boundary that holds. One shift changes everything. Section 1 defined the pattern. Picture a dodecahedron, 12 pentagonal faces forming a closed shell. Imagine each face as a rule you learned. Don't ask for help. Manage without feeling. Don't take up space. Money is dangerous, and so on. The edges between faces are emotional seams where shame, pride, fear, or duty stitch pieces of identity together. The vertices, the points where faces meet, are small cracks, potential openings. Most of us walk around inside this 12-faced shell thinking we are free, while the shell quietly directs attention, energy, and willingness. Career plateau, repeated relationship dynamics, the same financial ceiling, all one polyhedron in different costumes. Section 2. Expose the mechanism. Psychologically, the dodecahedron forms because identity fuses to early contracts, promises you made to survive, to belong, to be loved. Habits are the mortars. Containment strategies become the faces. Each face reduces uncertainty. It's functional until it calcifies into a limit. From an esoteric angle, sacred geometry gives us a precise image. The dodecahedron is classically associated with the world form. It holds the map of lived constraints. Rosicrucian inner alchemy teaches reconfiguration. You don't destroy the shell, you rearrange its planes from inside. Gnostic insight points us to a distinction that matters practically. The limits are constructed, not the ground of your being. In plain terms, your patterns feel essential because they hold identity together. They are not the only architecture available. Section 3. Reframe, then practice reframe. You do not need to demolish everything. Break one vertex and the structure loosens. Think network effect. Shift attention at one node and attention redistributes. Stoicism helps us here. Attention is scarce. Spend it on architecture rather than content. Taoism offers the way of soft openings. Small, consistent yielding rather than brute force. The real aim is structural change, altering how choices are arranged, not improving one choice among many. Now the practice, the 4 minutes, edge opening. Find a quiet place, set a timer for 4 minutes. I'll guide you. Minute 0 to 30 seconds. Posture and breath. Sit upright, feet grounded, shoulders soft. Inhale calmly for 4 counts. Exhale for 6, 3 cycles. Let your jaw loosen. Let the throat soften. Minutes 30 seconds to 1 minute 30. Identify a phase. Bring to mind a repeating limit, a rule you follow without choosing. Don't analyze. Feel the memory and note the rule in one concise phrase. I must be perfect. I don't deserve abundance. I avoid asking. Say the phrase silently. Notice where it sits in your body, chest, throat, belly, and observe without judgment. Minutes 1 minute 30 to 2 minutes 30. Choose a vertex and name one tiny action. Pick a micro action that sits at the edge where that face meets another. If the rule is, I must be perfect, the vertex action might be send a draft email with one paragraph unfinished. If the rule is, I avoid asking, the vertex action might be ask one person a single specific question about help. The action must be simple, time-boxed to 5 minutes or less, and possible today. Say aloud, today I will do X. Say it with calm conviction. Minutes, 2 minutes, 30 to 4 minutes, micro-commitment, ritual and grounding. Place your hand over the area where you felt the rule in your body. Breathe into it for 3 slow cycles. Make a tiny physical seal. Press thumb and forefinger together and repeat. I open this vertex. I will do one small thing. Visualize the dodecahedron loosening at that point, edges settling, and attention shifting toward the chosen action. Note one clear metric for 7 days. Did you complete the micro action each day? Yes or no? That's your measurement. Do this in the morning. Track completion, simply a check mark for each day you do the action. After 7 days, you'll have an objective signal. Small movement becomes momentum. Recap and caution. You now have the map, 12 faces, edges of emotion, vertices as leverage. The protocol is precise. Identify a face. Pick a micro action at a vertex. Commit for 4 minutes each morning. Track 7 days. Measure the small change. Be careful not to yank your identity apart too fast. The goal is reconfiguration, not collapse. If you feel destabilized, slow the practice. Choose an even smaller action or simply breathe into the felt place until cohesion returns. CTA. Try the 4-minute edge opening tomorrow morning and for 7 days. Track one binary metric. Did you do the micro action? Visit Desmarques.com to report back. Share which face you named and join the community experiment. Small patterns, big transformations. One shift changes everything. The pattern is the prison. Awareness is the key. That is the pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. The pattern is the prison. Awareness is the key. See you in the next episode.